to this live stream. Before getting started, if you want to get your hands on the profitable blogging system, there is a free link. It's the first link in the description. Feel free to grab it at any time. And if you're new here, what we are going to do today is we are going to continue on the Substack sprint, which basically I committed to write a daily Substack post on April 1st. So right now, as you can see, we're holding the streak. Now it's day 26. So we still have 4 days left in the challenge and we're almost done. So sounds a little bit weird actually saying this, but these are all the articles that have been written. So our game plan is pretty simple today. So we are on day 26, and what we are doing is we are going to draft. I simply forgot yesterday to simply add the articles, but so we're going to edit the piece that we wrote yesterday, which is the piece that's going to go out today, which is this one. Writing daily is my best, blah blah blah. Right, so we're going to edit this one, and we are going to draft this piece right here, which is like how to get your subscribers to buy from you. Or just a second before hand, actually look at this. Like, I'm more excited to write about this piece right here, so I'm simply going to move this right here and move the other one right there. So we're going to write about this one. So how new writers who don't know where to start can realistically earn from writing in 3 months. New writers. I think it could be something like how new writers can make yep. Right? Yeah. How new writer can realistically make 3K from writing. Not sure if you actually need from writing. In the next 90 days. Like, all these are title variation. Unfortunately, you can A/B test things as on YouTube, but yeah. Yeah, something like this. Cool. Okay. Now let's just think about, okay, like, what's kind of idea that I want to convey in this piece. So basically, you start writing on a platform. You start with a clear problem and persona and an ideal customer in mind, and think about what you can sell in the backend. And then you start writing on a platform and get people onto your lists, right? Then you craft highly targeted, uh, welcome sequence. The fastest way to make money is to cold outreach, right? DM people, get them on a call, close them. There are many gurus actually preaching this business model, but as a diehard introvert, that's not something that I want to do. What I like is simply creating content in the mornings and let sales happen, you know, when I'm away. Something like this, right? So content creation is not the fastest way to make money. So, okay. And the way you get people onto your list is by telling them if they want to know more about the same topic. The goal of this welcome sequence is to position you as a leader and to go even deeper and demonstrate your expertise. Your very first email should also include a link to your paid offer. And because there are impulse buyers out there. So making $3,000 with an online course is hard, simply because the economics are just hard to make things work if you have no audience. So I was able to monetize my note-taking course and my audience simply because I had some note-taking articles that went viral on Medium. So I was able to build an email list in 4 months, and then make five figures in the matter of a few weeks. But I don't know if you can call it luck, but I'm not sure this is repeatable for every single person that is going to read this article. So let's keep things real. Another thing is that okay, start with a most people write about too many random stuff online. They're just having an open but you can only attract if you know what you want to attract. So when you go you something like this, right? Okay, so the money is always in the follow-up. This is what most people don't understand. They expect to send out one email and let people buy, but that's not how it goes, because your buyers might not open every email. Your buyers might be read, but not they don't click. They get distracted. It's not the right time. Whatever it is, but you then just keep following up every day. And when people think about follow-ups, they just think it's kind of boring things like, hey, just bumping this up the top of your inbox and that kind of thing. No, it's about you talking about your expertise in an interesting and entertaining way, and then closing that email with a call to action. And that's it, right? The more you're going to do this, the more you're going to build trust. The more you're going to build trust, the more people are going to click and eventually buy something from you. Okay, so I think we're good with the outline. So let's just start writing this. So P. Okay. Okay, so this is good. I'm not going to interfere with my prompts right here as I did last time. So I'm gonna start with the okay, when you're using examples, please make sure that you use examples that are highly relevant to my target audience. So, drunk texting an ex, it's not the right example. Okay, so start with a clear plan and a customer in mind. Like, don't create content. Don't create content, right? So it's like most people started writing online. Most people write without. You don't have a clear problem. Sometimes you just write about what you are excited about, but it's not intended to actually attract people who want to buy from you. So this is why you need to start with who you are writing first. Could actually make this work, but just don't have the bandwidth here. You can only attract what you're aiming for. Right, so I think we can actually use this, we can use parts of this, so product first. Selling air doesn't. So where is it? But making $3,000 with an online course, um, without an audience is hard. Because the economics, don't work out, right? So I was able to monetize my note-taking course, and my audits because I had some, because I had some noting articles that went micro viral medium. So I was able to build a list in like 4 months and then make 5 figures in a matter of a few weeks. So let's keep things real. It's easier to sell a product for $1,000 or a coaching program for $3,000 than it is to make, $5,000 from a $29 ebook or $59 course. Or $59 course. $90 ebook, right? And the best way to actually charge higher is to simply personalize your offer, which means that it has to be some type of coaching. Right, so okay, cool. Next, start writing on a platform. Whispering into a hurricane, like, what is this crappy analogy? Like, make it simple, man, and easy to understand. Okay, let's just get rid of that analogy. It's just crap. So start writing on a platform. Here's when you're okay. When you're just getting started. You already know these platforms, so I'm not going to write a bullet list enumerating them. So then what you do, you actually study the platforms. So the next step is to actually understand, okay, like, how does this platform work? I would not recommend you to follow big guru advice. I would simply recommend you to follow people who have a small audience and still get some engagement, and then some kind of reverse engineer. Because if it's working for them, it means that you can actually make it work for yourself. And sometimes this means investing in courses, hiring a coach or a mentor. I mean, just do what it takes. Okay, so now you're ready to create content. Just do what it takes, right? Once they have the readers, you need pull them off the platform. So what this course really is, it's nothing else than a welcome sequence. It's nothing else than a series of automated emails, right? Yeah. You only have one opportunity to make a good first impression. The problem is that most people most creators, 3 new subscriber. That's how I'm gonna forget about. And no have reduction. You know. Okay, it is simple. One is in the follow-up. So now comes the question: how do you actually write good follow-up emails? Okay. Okay, so we're done with this one. Yeah. Right now, what we are going to do is that we are going to proofread this one right here. So this, if you remember, I only use voice dictation for that one. Used voice dictation. Finding keywords, outlining a piece, etc. Now that you know exactly what to write, comes the next step. Now, is committing doing it every day. To understand that you'll find your best. You'll get, yeah, you'll find your best ideas. So that when you sit down at your desk to write, you already have tons of ideas to run with. There are proven ways. It's been resistant to fighting with AI, bro. But it's really all about how you use it. But it's all about how to use it, how to use it ethically. I understand that because I was an AI skeptic too. I think this is good. So let's just quickly proofread this. And we need to add a conclusion to it. Write 3 different versions of this in a radical different way. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. So this is good. I will simply need to also kind of create the templates. Not sure if I'm going to keep this or not, but yeah, one thing that I wanted to write about is like I just wanted to double check if we could make um the title better. I built a six-figure solopreneur business by writing 45 minutes a day. Here is exactly how to get started. How you can build a six-figure. You can build a $10,000 solopreneur empire in just 45 minutes a day. Or you can start building. Here's exactly here's the playbook. Here's the playbook like the simple playbook to do it on the side till it takes off. Help me improve the subheader, be more benefit driven. Good. Um, Okay, so just generate that. So we're good. I think we're good.
You really want to build something, maybe a side business, make extra income, but life, it's just so full already.
Totally. Full-time job, family, commitments. Launching something big feels, well, overwhelming sometimes.
Exactly. So today we're diving into this really interesting idea, how you might build what's called a quiet $10,000 solopreneur empire.
Okay, intriguing title.
Yeah. And the core method, just 45 minutes of writing every day. We're looking at an article sharing the experiences of Matt Gioro. And our mission really is to pull out the key strategies, the actual steps, so you can see how this kind of focused habit might lead to real results and without getting totally swamped.
I like that focus because 45 minutes sounds manageable. It's not saying you need like 8 hours a day from the get-go.
Right. It feels achievable. Giro's whole point seems to be that this consistent daily writing, that's the bedrock. It builds the audience, the income, the freedom he talks about.
It's a strong claim, but yeah, it starts with that foundation. He actually says it was one of the most impactful things he did.
And importantly, he kind of pushes aside the whole idea of needing hacks.
Oh, good. Yeah.
It's not about finding some secret loophole. It's about building a habit that you can actually stick with. That 45 minutes, day in, day out.
Okay, so you commit to the time, but then what do you actually write? Especially at the start. That seems crucial.
It really is. And he shares a mistake he made, which I think is relatable. He started by writing emails because, well, he likes writing emails.
Uh-huh, makes sense.
But the problem was, starting out, no audience. Nobody was waiting for his emails.
Right. 0 inbox subscribers waiting.
Exactly. So the writing you do initially needs a different goal. It needs to get you noticed.
Okay, so visibility first. How does he suggest doing that?
He lays out two main paths you could take right at the beginning. One is SEO, search engine optimization.
Keywords, rankings, Google, that whole world.
Yeah. And he notes it can be pretty technical, keywords outlining for search engines. And maybe a bit slow to show results.
Can be, yeah. It's longer game sometimes. What's the other path?
Writing on platforms. Basically go where people are already reading stuff.
So like Medium, LinkedIn, maybe niche forums, places with built-in audiences.
Exactly that. He frames it as simpler, more direct for getting that initial attention. He even suggests aiming your first, 100 pieces purely at getting seen on these platforms.
Okay, that's a clear strategy. Don't build your own isolated island first. Go to the busy mainland.
Precisely. Get your ideas out where eyeballs already are. But then there's the challenge of sticking with it, right? That daily grind.
Yeah, the initial motivation wears off. Life happens. It gets tough.
Definitely. He talks about hitting that wall himself. He commit.
I really like listening to these deep dives. Like I think it's a very interesting thing. So yeah, so basically we're done. So thank you very much for tuning in today. I hope this was helpful. And yeah, I see you tomorrow. Enjoy your day, enjoy your evening, and yeah, thank you very much.